so I'm filming somewhere a little bit different right now. I hope it doesn't sound like I'm talking in a fishbowl, but I've been getting a lot of requests about how I've been doing my hair lately, so I thought I would show you guys how I do it. This is about how long it is now. Yeah, I have gotten rid of the blonde. I know a lot of people have been asking whether it's gone or not, and it's gone. But I still have clip-in extensions, so I can put them in at any time and have a blonde streak again. I just kind of got tired of it. I had it for over 4 years, I think. It's in my wedding pictures, which was 3 years ago, so I've had it way before that. And I only kept it because I was worried about people freaking out at me about getting rid of it. And I really wanted it gone, and I was just scared to get rid of it. And I was letting that fear kind of control my life. So I finally got rid of it, and I feel free. I'm so glad. I loved it when I had it, don't get me wrong, but being able to make my own decisions and not be scared of recourse is amazing, so I did that. I haven't dyed my hair black in like 6 months now, so these couple inches, you can't really tell, is my natural hair color, like to here, I think. Which looks almost black, but in the sunlight it looks kind of red. It's a dark brown color. And you can see kind of, I don't know, in sunlight you can see from like here to here is just the black hair dye, what's left of it. Because at Frenchies we bleached the ends of my hair so that they're kind of like a bright reddish brown color, and we're gonna do another bleach coat on the ends to make them more blonder, and then we're gonna maybe do like fun colors on it and stuff like that. So we'll see how that goes. But right now I'm kind of in between the stages of that, because if you bleach your hair all that much at once, it'll just fall out and break easy and all this terrible stuff. So this is kind of where I'm at right now. So I'm gonna show you guys what you need to do this look. It's really easy. I don't use any hairspray. The only hair product I use is a heat protectorant. I washed my hair about an hour ago and blow dried it. So this is just my hair after being washed and blow dried. I'm going to be using my wet brush, which is kind of gross, sorry. A claw clip, which is just from Ulta Beauty. A hair straightener, and this one is just HSI. I got this on Amazon because I had really good reviews. And the Vloom, which is a volume creating tool, which is completely optional. And if you don't want to buy the Vloom, you can just buy a hair crimper or even hair crimping extensions for your hair straightener and use that, because it's basically the same exact thing. So to start, I'm just going to go ahead and brush all of my hair, get it nice and brushed out, I guess. And then I'm going to go ahead and take my thumbs, and I'm going to go ahead and part my hair right at the top of my ears and loop around like that. And I'm going to take this hair, loop it around, clip it like that. So that's what we're left with. So I'm going to go ahead and take this hair, part it in half, pull it around to the front. And I'm going to take my hair straightener and I'm going to curl my hair with the hair straightener. I know, black magic. So I'm going to take a small chunk, probably about like that. And I'm gonna go ahead and start at the top and then curl it like this. Move it very slowly through the hair. And then, it's hard to see, like that. So next we're just gonna take another section and do that same exact thing. There's another curl. So this only gets the ends of the hair curled, which is fine with me. If you want to do like higher up in the hair, like a higher up curl, I would recommend using a curling iron. But I really like how simplistic this is, and that the only tool I really need is my hair straightener. And the last section for the side. All right, and then that is the curls on this side, and I did them all in the same direction, so you can just kind of twist the hair and then it goes into one big sausage curl. And then you can keep it like that for now, and that way it keeps its shape. If you've been keeping up with when I had the side of my head shaved, I've been growing it out now for a year, I think, and that is where we are at with that. It's pretty long. It can go in a ponytail now, which is great. And go figure, now I want to shave it again because there's a new character in a video game I like that has a shaved side, from Blizzard Sombra, if you're familiar with Overwatch. But trying to resist the urge. Who knows, maybe I'll do it again. But if you want to see me shave the side of my head, I have that video on my channel. You guys can check that out. So now going to the other side and doing the same exact thing. Slow pull, low heat. Don't want to fry your hair over this. And of course, if a section doesn't get curled as much as you want, you can just go back and redo it again. I wouldn't recommend doing it over 3 times, but you can. So if you want really tight curls, you can take the curl and just kind of curl it back up in your hand to where it was, like if it was like tight curl, and then put a little clip in it and clip it like that while you do all of your hair. And then when you're done, you just let it down and you'll have tight ringlets. But I kind of like the looser look. So there is the bottom half of my hair. Now I have that all curled. So now I'm gonna go ahead and do the next section. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my hair down. And I'm gonna go now a little bit above my ears, about where my eyebrows are. And I go ahead and thumb back like that. So it looks about like that. Curl it up, clip it, and then pull that new section to the side, about that much hair. And I'm gonna do the same exact thing with that. Now, once it gets to a certain stage, you'll be able to see, you'll think you have it all curled, but you'll be able to see like long hairs in here that aren't curled. And you can just kind of wriggle through the curls and find the strands that aren't curled yet and put those together and curl them. At least with my hair, that's how it is. So there's the scraggler hairs getting curled and done. So yeah, there's one side. As you can see, it's getting a lot more volume to it. This is the side that I just finished. So the more curls you do, the smaller sections, the more volume your hair is gonna have. All right, so now I just have a little bit left. This is all I have left to curl on this side. Alright, so now I have both sides curled and about a good chunk, 3/4 I would say, of my hair. So now what's left is this top section where you actually have most of your hair. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut it into one more small section, just right up here at the upper temples. Take that around. Loop that around, clip it. And then this is the new hair that needs to be curled. I'm always curling in the same direction too on both sides. You can do alternating directions, but I don't know, something about doing it all the same way. I really like the way it looks, how it can all kind of curl together into one big curl. I like that. But of course, if you do it the other way, where they're alternating curls, like directions, you'll get way more volume. Alright, so now I have the mass of my hair curl. I just had this one tiny section up top, which includes my bangs. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that down. And I'm gonna go ahead and part it right down the middle. So now I just have all of this straight hair on top of my head and curly hair underneath. So I'm gonna do my bangs on this side first. I'm gonna kind of brush them out. And I go ahead and curl them away from my face like this. And in a downward shape. So they curl to the side like that. Hope it shows up on camera, my hair is really dark. And then I go ahead and take all of these top hair pieces and curl those now, same direction, away from the face. You always want to curl away from your face. Okay, so that side is now done, and I'm going to do the same thing to the other side now. I'm going to brush my bangs forward. All right, let's just ignore my bangs right here. So now you're going to go ahead and just kind of go through your hair and look for any pieces that aren't curled yet. You'll see them right away. They'll look just like straight hair amongst curly hair. It looks like I did pretty good this time. Yeah. It's okay if you don't get all of the pieces, but you don't want any like glaringly right there pieces. So here's one right here. There's one. I don't know, always kind of like putting it along my back makes it a lot easier to see because the pieces that aren't curled are longer, so they'll stand out the bottom. Boom, done. All right, so now I have all of my hair curled, but it's pretty flat, as you can see. So this is where the volume comes in. I'm gonna go add a little bit of volume with that. If you don't know what the volume is, I did a video on my channel talking about it. I tried it out because I didn't think it would work and I thought I'd end up returning it back to Amazon, but it actually really works. It's got like this like waffle pattern inside of it and it crimps the hair to create more volume. So you guys are gonna see that just now. I'm gonna do my hair with this. I actually use it pretty often. I really like it. So I'm gonna make sure my hair is parted down the middle. And then I'm gonna go ahead and go like about a ½ an inch away from the part. Let's do that with my finger. So like that. And I'm gonna go ahead and volume the roots there. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab a section like this. And then you just squeeze with it. Just kind of like mash the hair and throw it over. Grab another section, crimp the hair, a couple different spots on the roots, push it over. I'm not going to do my bangs because then your bangs will look fried. I'm going to go ahead and do another section. Throw it over. Always do it just near the roots though, don't do the whole hair, because this actually gives the hair a very like fried appearance, because it's really just kind of messing up the hair and making it go every which direction and then straight when you see it on the bottom. So then you're gonna go ahead and part your hair so the little ½ inch that you had from the middle goes back over it to kind of hide the crimping, and there you have it. So here is the side that I just volumed. It's very puffy, and this side is very flat. So you can see the difference. It really does make a difference, and I really love it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this side now with the volume. If you do smaller sections, you'll get more volume, but I don't know. I do pretty okay with this size chunks. And I wouldn't bother doing any of the hair below your ears, because none of the volume is going to show up there. So once you get to like about this spot, I wouldn't do any further down your head. Okay, and lastly, I'm going to go ahead and do the back of my hair. So the way I do this is I take the very top of my hair, clip it up, and then I go ahead and take this section here. And volume that. And that creates the volume in the back of your hair so you don't just have it on the sides like Bozo the Clownish. You want it to go all the way around. So from there you have really voluminous curly hair. So you can leave it parted down the middle, but more often than not, I like to kind of put it to the side like this. And yeah, that's it. So for those of you who've been asking how I've been doing my hair lately, this is it. If you guys have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave those down below. And please be sure to that subscribe button. I have so many more awesome videos coming up that you guys just don't want to miss. And I'll see you guys all next time. Bye everybody!